providing resources and comfort to caregivers. This is Caregiver Crossing.
Good morning, everyone. You are listening to Caregiver Crossing, and we're glad you're here. Caregiver Crossing.
Well, that didn't sound very honest.
Well, all right. So here's the deal. I was going to talk about this.
Okay.
First of all, this is Caregiver Crossing. I'm Tina McIntosh.
I'm Noah Taylor.
I'm Terry Stacy.
And we are a show brought to you by Joyce House, presented in partnership with Cardon and Associates. And we're right here every week to talk about all things caregiving with you. And so here is the tone in my voice right now, and I need to talk it out loud and use you all like a therapist. Okay?
I'm ready. Oh, I always
I'm going to try
love
not
this.
to cry, for real.
Okay.
I have a lot of heaviness today.
You do?
Yeah. Well, almost cried just even saying the words out loud.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I feel like there's like the weight of the world, and I have to talk myself out of not everyone's issues are my issues. But in particular, I've had 5 women in the last, month diagnosed or re-diagnosed with a breast cancer.
Oh, gosh.
I have another person in my life who just unexpectedly lost 2 people, the 2 closest people you could think to a person. In her life, it just, like all kinds of things and needs. And I am feeling a little bit like everybody wants a piece of me right now. And I just don't feel like I have it to completely give. There's my honest.
So now you feel guilty if you can't.
Oh, I don't feel guilty at all. I really don't feel guilty. I just am.
Are you trying to do it all?
Running out? Well, no, because I recognize other people's issues are not my issues. I can feel for them. I can pray for them. I can show up for them. And then I can walk away from that. For some reason today, it was like,
This felt heavy.
Everything just feels heavy.
Well, I think that the empathy that you're showing is very beautiful for these people.
Don't be too nice. I'll start crying for real.
I think, obviously I can tell that you care a lot for these people. I don't even know who they are, but
it wouldn't be so heavy.
I can tell
you.
in the tone in your voice. And I think that if even half the people in this world were as empathetic as Tina, I think we would be in a much, much better spot.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Even when
that's
she
really
was,
nice,
even when things were going on in your world, that with your health and struggles, you still gave for others. You always have. It's just, I feel like this is where you were supposed to be. This is your life. This is your path. You are a caregiver by nature. You've struck, you went, oh, she's getting hot.
It's hot. She's
hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know that, but I just want you to know,
thanks.
I think both of us want you to know. I won't speak for Noah, but I think both of us want you to know that it's okay. It's okay the way you're feeling. It's heavy. It's a lot. And sometimes we just are out of juice.
I'm out of juice.
You're just out of juice.
And it doesn't mean I won't be fully juiced is weird. It doesn't mean I won't be fine,
You will
tomorrow
be fine.
or this afternoon, but
At
that's
this
how I'm feeling
moment.
right now.
Right.
It's okay.
And it will be.
It's okay.
So there's
all
that.
right. Well,
And we talk about being vulnerable, and we talk about letting people know, what you need or what prayers you need and where you are.
you
where I am.
just have a lot, but your thoughts and whatever you can do, I know will go to the others that need you. But it's just, today's just a day.
Today's a
day. And tomorrow we move forward.
Yep. And go ahead.
Sorry,
Noah.
I was thinking it could be sweet if we just had a quick moment of silence for all of our loved ones that we're thinking about. Maybe just 5-10 seconds.
Let's do it. Oh, that's a nice breath. Thank
There
you.
you go. You just
Thank you.
needed to take a minute.
Thanks for letting me have a safe place. All
This
of you.
is a safe place. Always.
Noah, you had written down it's fall prevention, month?
It is Fall Prevention Week.
And my mother-in-law fell last week.
Is she
Oh.
okay?
She broke her wrist.
Yeah.
And running some other tests and some things, and I'm sure Nana, I love you. She's the best mother-in-law in the whole world. We live, together. She would not be upset with me telling you, but I think it's so important we're having this conversation because even people who are healthy, right, we still have falls.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, and there's a lot of things that cause that too. Falls are the leading cause of injury for older adults, and every single year, 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 will fall.
One
no
in
doubt
4?
About it. One in four. You're saying will fall.
Will fall. And that's just over the age of 65.
Well, then there has to. I mean, we have to help. We have to help make that
Absolutely.
go away. But it's part of getting older, I think, is that we fall.
Well, I think part of it is
my balance is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
I know there are exercises and things you can do to strengthen your balance, like a flamingo, dizziness. Some are on many medications.
Yes.
And so I guess that 1 in 4 statistic sounds about right, I guess.
But it's starting medications, it's stopping medications suddenly, right? That comes into play a lot too. And so I think at home, the thing we can do, Terry, is we can tell people who are listening, some of the things you can do at home are like small checks. Like you can have handrails on both sides of the stairs. I can tell you that's a problem for me on a lot of mornings.
Yeah.
I'm 53 and there are some mornings I come down and my ankle, because I had a fall years ago and I have hardware, my ankle gets real stiff and I only have a handrail on one side. I'm going to do something about that.
Is it the handrail on the side of your bad ankle? Or is it on the opposite
when I'm
side?
going down the stairs?
Okay.
You need 2 handrails.
Right?
Yes.
That would help. Non-slip mats in the bathroom. Make sure you have the right footwear. We all make fun of the little hospital slippers with the grips on the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That's to prevent falls.
Yep, they work.
Yep.
Brighter bulbs in the hallway. Just having lights maybe that light up as you walk by, kind of like going in the freezer aisle at the grocery store.
I do
Love
love
it.
the motion sensor lights, and they're
do
good
too.
for the environment too.
You know what I like? I know I used to probably laugh about it, but I really like the life things that you wear at the lifeline
Life
things,
Alert.
The life alerts.
Absolutely. I think it's a great
we
innovation.
should have them no matter what age we are.
Everybody should have a Life
Everybody
Alert.
should have one.
I mean, if you're alone and don't have your phone and
Seriously.
something happens to you.
Right. And stuff is happening all the time.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the reality is like one fall, I can tell you from my own ankle break, it changes everything. But now you make it 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 and you fall. And that can change your life.
Yeah.
The trajectory of your life, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hospital stays, it's rehab, it's we don't heal as well as we get older. I mean, money, stress on the caregiver, independence, like,
Someday we need to talk about that life alert I'm talking about. That is a hard conversation, almost like taking away the keys of your loved ones, but also asking your loved one to wear one. It had such a negative, perception long ago that an older person is like, I don't need that.
I think it's because the commercials were, I've fallen.
They still
and
are.
I can't get
Yeah,
up. Like
they still are.
Let's modernize that,
Right.
somebody. So
that
maybe
it's not such a bad thing to have one on, because I'm telling you, I don't know that I could get my mom to wear one.
could we do a bracelet that just has a button on it?
Maybe a bracelet would be good.
Like a really cute piece of jewelry.
Right,
though?
yeah, right.
Yeah, like something like that.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, Noah's on it.
What about a tattoo?
Nope, we got to take a break. We have to take a break.
Yeah, we do have to take a break, but now my head's filled with ideas.
Not even good ones.
You can find past episodes of the show at joycehouse.org, and be sure to like and follow us on Facebook. If you'd like to connect with us to discuss show topics, need help connecting with any kind of resources, or have a question that you'd like for us to answer on air right here on Caregiver Crossing, or just want to say hey, you can reach us at 317-254-0828, or you can email Tina at joycehouse.org. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you by Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates, with 20 communities owned, operated, or managed in the Midwest, and more than 40 years of senior living experience. Cardon and Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Visit cardon.us for more information and to find a community near you. Stay put, everybody. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing.
We're back on Caregiver Crossing. I'm Tina McIntosh in studio with my co-host.
Hey,
Oh, that's Terry Stacy.
TS here.
Okay, our producer, Noah Taylor. I'm done with both of you. You know what? You're out. You know who's in? Laura Johnson. Laura has been on staff at Joy's House for 20 years. And I've been on staff 25. So between us, we are a full
pretty
brain
cool.
and adult.
Oh, geez, baby.
Oh, geez. I remember, Laura, when you were hired, because originally the massive bulk of her career has been in direct care. So
Right.
caring for our guests and families. And now she's helping with some of the other business aspects, if you will.
Did you know her before she came?
Yes, I did. We knew each other, but our circles, like we always liked each other, but our circles kind of just crossed over, right? I mean, we never really landed to be able to do the things we've done for the last 2 decades. until our friend Margaret Sheehan came forward and said, "Hey, I think you should interview Laura for this job." Well, at that time, I mean, we were ma and pa. And I will never forget that interview. Do you remember it?
I do. Sitting on that green couch.
Which was probably a hand-me-down from a hand-me-down from a hand-me-down.
Here at Joy's house.
Yeah.
And which looked different.
Oh, it was so different.
It was a
Our
definite
baby
house.
Yeah.
Yellow house.
Yeah. And I remember Laura saying, I just don't really know anything about like the medications and the diagnoses themselves. And, she wanted to kind of deep dive into that. And I was like, yeah, but you're so good with people. Like you care about the people and everybody has their own diagnosis. And I don't know, it just like started from there. Is that how you remember it?
It is. I remember we talked after hours because I was working another job at the time. And I went home. I'm going to sound so cheesy, y'all. I am so sorry. I went home and I talked to my husband and I said, I feel like I walked into a giant hug and I need to be a part of it.
I mean, 20 years later.
I know.
Right?
We were babies.
How big was the staff?
Well, there was Laura and me.
Maybe 8 of us.
Maybe.
And most of them were direct care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means direct care.
Right. So the people that are hands-on with our guests
That's what most of you were doing.
doing the Lord's work.
How many people came when you opened the doors? How many guests did you have?
A half a guest.
You had one half of a guest.
Miss Grace was our first guest, and she came 3 days a week for half of a day.
Oh.
So 1.5 days. So she was a whole guest, but she was 1.5 days.
So how did you make it grow? How fast did it start? More guests started coming. How long did it take?
Well, and the thing you have to think about with that is that people come to us because they're nearing an end of life. I don't know if you want to speak to that. Like there's a pipeline of humans.
Right.
That's a pipeline sounds terrible. But you know what I mean? Like people progress in disease, they die. Go ahead.
And the more we were around, I mean, when we first opened our doors, no one even knew what adult day service was,
No.
much less this cute little yellow house called Joy's house. So as we were out there trying to spread the good word, we really had to focus on marketing so people even knew that we were an option for care. And then it turned into word of mouth. And often it was, well, yeah, somebody at church mentioned that they had a cousin that went there. And then the neighbor across the street said that. And then we had a volunteer kid from high school. And
Some of the best way to advertise is word of mouth.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, now it's really interesting to have people come back. I mean, we have friends who bring people they love now, and it's beautiful to see them pull up and drop off their person because, they were also 20-year-old goofballs trying to do a really big thing. Yeah, right? I mean, so Laura, when you think about caregivers 20 years ago and caregivers now, are there differences or do you feel like there are common threads?
What strikes me about where we started was I feel that dementia in particular was kind of taboo to talk about. And it was almost like dementia was seen as some sort of failure or like it was the fault of the individual. And so people didn't want to talk about my husband with dementia, my mom with dementia, because there was a weakness attached to it. So then they were more responsible for doing all of the heavy lifting. So I think the difference between then and now, and you see stories like, Bruce Willis is in the news right now, and they've been very public with his journey, and I so appreciate that because they're normalizing, the struggles that they're living with. That because of situations like this, because there have been more people, more in the public eye living with this horrible disease, it's kind of making people feel okay to reach out and accept help.
What else you got, Terry? What else do you want to know?
I got? Well, I know that it's been a hard journey, not always easy, because if you look at the little yellow house, which long ago used to be a daycare and then someone's home before even that here in Broad Ripple, I mean, you look at the building now, I mean, you've had to grow because the numbers grew and you started to outgrow the Joyce House building. So, and then you added another one. So now even today, tell me what it is like seeing Joy's House. and where it has come.
I already cried the last segment.
But I mean,
You want me
really
to cry
seeing
again?
it. I mean, I know. Well,
It's
you were an
conflicting.
event planner, right? Before you
I
became,
was an
before
event
this,
planner.
This struck you.
Laura and I
a
were
new
both
path.
English majors too.
Yeah,
So we know how to read.
Yeah, you're right.
it must be something though. I mean, to know when you look at it today, 25 years later, as we celebrate 25 years.
Here's where it's conflicting, and I'll speak for me, Laura, and you tell me how you feel differently. Joy's House, we are great candidates to fill in a lot of the gaps in the community. So we are excellent at adult day service. We have shown that for 25 years. It's where we started. It's the core of who we are and how we do things. There are other great adult days too. I don't ever want to take away. Some PR person a long time ago said, you shouldn't say things like that. And I was like, but it's true. I mean, we're not the only adult day center. So if you are looking for adult day, get a hold of us here at Joy's House. You can go to joyshouse.org, and we want to help. We also have had a myriad of caregiver programs over 25 years. And so figuring out who and how to care for caregivers now when it's kind of a buzzword. And on this side of COVID, everything's pre-COVID or post-COVID, in the world,
Right.
It feels like. But then we got other issues too. I mean, we have a lot of things. We are battling a salmon swimming upstream. Is that the right way to say it? For
Right.
when it comes to aging, when it comes to how our government federally and locally are working. And I say that from a very neutral position. But we have a lot of things right now that are broken. And I think from my perspective, we're great candidates to be a part of a lot of the puzzle, and figuring out
I
where
agree.
we're best suited is probably the biggest challenge. And I don't get to spend as much time with the guests or the families. That's hard on my heart.
And Laura?
So I think, one thing that you said that kind of struck a nerve, and I'm going to take it just a step further, is when caregivers start to care give, they don't know what they don't know, so they don't know what questions to ask. And we have been doing this a while now, so they can lean on us as the experts. And we're the experts on aging and the challenges that come with that, not experts on the individual person until we get to actually know them. So they're still going to be the experts on their loved one.
Ooh, that's well said. Can we keep you? Can you stick around for another segment?
I will be here.
We get to
Okay.
keep her.
Yay.
All right, but truly, if somebody wanted to know more about Joy's House, they just simply go to joyshouse.org. I mean, I said it like a question. I know the answer.
Yeah, you should have said it with an exclamation point at the
Just
end.
go to joyshouse.org. You can always email me directly at tina@joyshouse.org as well. When we come back, Laura, we do want to know, Terry had a great question earlier about what's a piece of wisdom that you've carried. I think that's what you're saying, like something you've learned
I
from a
think seniors
caregiver.
disperse the best wisdom. And so maybe you've heard a few times from some great seniors here that have taught you something that you'll never be without.
You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you as a service of Joy's House in partnership with Cardon & Associates. With locations in Broad Ripple and near the University of Indianapolis campus, Joy's House provides exceptional day services for individuals living with a life-altering diagnosis and compassionate support for family caregivers throughout the community. At Joy's House, we believe that everyone deserves to live their best life, regardless of their abilities. Learn more about our adult day and caregiver support services by calling us at 317-254-0828 or by visiting joyshouse.org today. All right, stick around, everybody. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after the break.
Buddy, welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry, Tina, Noah.
It's like she doesn't know your name today.
Do you know my name?
No, I do.
Oh, she did say Noah.
It's just
Okay.
fun to stall now. And we've been spending time with Laura Johnson, who is a part of this fantastic Joy's House community. Thanks for sticking around through the break.
Oh, absolutely.
Laura, what's a piece of wisdom that you've carried with you from a caregiver that still sticks with you today?
It's an excellent question. And this is a theme that has carried on for years. When I talk with caregivers and say, what have you found to be the best piece of advice that maybe you have received? And almost without fail, I hear the word patience all of the time. That in
patience.
order to be good at doing this job, I need to practice patience.
It's so easy to say that, right? And to think like, I will be patient. But how many people are patient in the moment of anything?
I'm not.
traffic.
I'm not at all. No, I
Right?
can't even sit in traffic for 30 seconds.
I mean,
No, it's been my New Year's Day word
For the last-
for the last 5 years is that word. That instead of like a resolution, I always say there's a word. I pick a word, and what's that word going to be? And it's patience, and it's just harder and harder every year
Right.
to have patience.
Right.
So how's it been working for you?
Well, I mean, this is really what our caregivers are saying helps get them through.
Yeah.
That and humor. And that's not laughing at their person, but
Yeah.
laughing in the moments.
Are you pretty patient? Are you a natural born person that had that patience already within her?
I want to say yes.
What about
you
you,
are.
Tina? What about you and your patience? As we age, it gets harder for me personally.
I think right now I'm still pretty patient. I can see it on the horizon of not being as patient.
Noah, you work here.
I
What
am
about
not.
patience?
I'm not. I'm just not patient. But I am good at
Actually, I
hiding
hate this
it.
entire
I think-
conversation.
but I think I'm good at hiding it
even
when
the way
I'm
you
not.
say it is kind of scary.
Yeah.
No,
It's aggressive.
Can we get on to the next question, please?
We're taking too long on this one.
Oh, I can only imagine. I am so sorry. I didn't know you weren't a patient person, and Terry and me together is a disaster
You know,
in the most
It's
beautiful of ways.
That's the only thing I can be patient for. I do love this
bless
show.
your heart.
You're very good at this, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Anything
Thank you
you
so
look
much.
really nice today. Everybody be nice to
So
Noah.
Laura
All
learns.
right.
Laura has learned. She has learned that's kind of what you got to do to get through.
Yeah, and I
a
will say
day.
this. I think, we have a friend in the industry who is now caring for her mother. And I heard her say the other day, gosh, I was so much better at this caregiving thing before I was doing it. And I think that's a true, it's like a plumber with a leaky sink at home.
Mm-hmm.
We can say that like, hey, have patience and hey, find the humor and all that. But when we're in the middle of it, I mean, I've been a caregiver. It's not easy.
Let me ask you this: is it easier to be a caregiver for? No, the word "easier" is not the right word, but less challenging. I don't even know if that's the right word. To be a caregiver for as your business, as your job, than it is to be patient with your own family.
Well, sure,
Member.
because you don't have the years of stuff that comes with that
With caring for your
intimate
family member.
relationship. Right. If that's your dad who maybe wasn't particularly warm and fuzzy to you as you were growing up and didn't give you the nurturing you needed, or if it was, I remember years ago we had a lady who in their younger years, her husband was physical with her. And that, with her dementia, that was what she hung on to.
Oh.
And so she would make these statements that we had to take very seriously. We might want to cut this. This is not a warm and fuzzy story.
No, it's okay.
real.
I mean, it's real.
It was real. Yeah. And we had to report him to Adult Protective Services because she reported abuse.
Yeah.
Wow, I did never think about that. That
Oh,
person,
yeah.
that mom or dad who treated you so poorly as a child, and now you're responsible for caring for them, and maybe that rage comes out,
For
and less
sure.
patience comes out when now the tables have turned and now you're caring for them. I never thought about that.
And we're just different. I mean, we're different people as every year goes by, right? And I will say, we've talked about this before, but with somebody living with the dementia in particular, they show up usually meaner than they used to be, nicer than they used to be, or more sexually charged than they used to be. And all of those are hard in their own way. You'd think like, oh, it'd be great if my dad would suddenly be super nice and warm and fuzzy. But when he hasn't been that way your entire, let's say 40 some years of life, that's weird.
Feels wrong.
And you have all of these people at Joy's house that are saying, God, love your dad. He's so sweet. And you're like, you have no idea.
That guy's been a jerk my entire life. Yeah, it's true. So Terry looks like her jaw is on the ground, like she's hearing things she's never heard before.
I didn't think about that part of it. If you were a caregiver for a family member that you just was so awful to you,
Yeah.
and now you're going to care for them, and how that, and now you're like, okay,
And not just care for them, walking them from the car to a door, but you are helping
gosh.
to make sure they
Right.
get their medications, their nutrition. You were helping them to change,
Go to the bathroom,
to
to bathe,
go to
mhm.
bed. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. And yet somehow you who are, are listening, we collectively somehow we get through this impossible time.
Yeah.
And we look back and almost always say, that was really hard. I don't know that I want to do it again. I'm not sure that I do anything different. It was also one of the most beautiful times in my life with that person. I mean, I feel like that's
Right.
what we hear a lot.
Right.
You know, I'm not shy to say this. I'm like, who's going to be listening? But my dad died 2 years ago. I cared for him, but I actually like him better now that he's gone. And that doesn't sound.
Does that mean? What does that mean?
I mean, he was an alcoholic my entire life. He made a lot of choices I didn't agree with. He was very hard for me to care for, to love, to be around, even though other people would tell me he was the most wonderful human on the face of the earth. And I, now that he's gone, have romanticized the person that he was, and I can fall in love with all of the things that other people fell in love with about him because I don't have to deal with all the hard stuff. Because that's
Wow,
gone.
that's
It died with
interesting.
them.
Keep the
Yeah.
good memories.
Yeah. So
That is amazing, isn't
this
it?
is, I just want to say, this is my vulnerable entire hour of Caregiver Crossing. And
It's okay.
but I think it's true for a
It's-
lot of our folks too. In
Yeah.
some ways, a lot of our caregivers, want to have this time with their loved one. At the same time, they're like, I kind of look forward to the time when they're at peace and my life is different. And that's okay too, because you're in the hard part, but you're doing it
Mhm.
and you're doing it with love and patience and, at least moments, right?
You know, we're celebrating 25 years here at Joyce House, and it must be. We always talk about the social aspect of the guests that come here. That's social. I was telling them earlier. It sounded like you all were having a pool party out here today. It's always there's always good and good things and sounds that I hear coming from this place. But for all of you, you all must be connected in a very special way too, because of the job that you have caring for others.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Absolutely.
Like I will say on this note, Laura's become one of my best, friends, one of the most important people in my life, although we've really sucked this year. We've got to do better.
Things happen.
Life. But
We're cool.
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're
People,
good.
we're all good.
Don't start any rumors. We're all fine, you guys. But yeah, like it bonds us in ways that nobody else can understand.
And I've also said, our job is to support others, and it's impossible to support others if we are not supporting each other as well. So it's possible, but you're not going to do a good job at either.
I mean, can everybody understand, everybody right now in unison, can you understand why we love Laura Johnson at Joy's House?
I understand.
I absolutely
I
can.
do. I get
I
it.
really do look up to Laura for a lot of things.
Get
Pretty
it.
cool. Today is
You can't say that. All right. We have a limited amount of time together. We got to take a break because Noah's impatient and wants us to do that right
And now we gotta go.
Laura,
Let's go.
love you so much.
Love you right back.
Thank you,
you.
Laura.
You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you weekly by Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every single week to bring you support, education, and hopefully a good laugh. Visit joycehouse.org to connect with us, hear past episodes, learn more about caregiver support resources in the community, and much, much more. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after the break.
It's hot.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
So weird.
This is Caregiver Crossing.
That's not how you talk.
I know it.
I don't know. I kind of like it. It was a little soothing.
All right, try it again. Do it again.
Welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry?
Tina,
Noah.
I'm uncomfortable. I don't like
I'm
it.
so uncomfortable.
I don't like it. It's not us.
It's icky.
All right, it's not.
It's icky. Hey,
Hi.
guess what? There's a new 2025 study that has found that group singing can help stroke survivors regain speech. What do you think about that?
Stroke survivors regain speech.
It can music can really act as a tool that helps the brain rewire itself. Now, that's big news.
It really is.
Well, may we, if we may,
Yes.
just
You
jump
got
off the
some more
rail for
big
a
news?
moment.
Wait,
We're
Let's
gonna
do it.
go
Let's
off
do it
the
this
rail.
way. Remember, we have some news about Noah.
Noah.
I just joined the Indianapolis Men's Chorus. Yay! I had my first rehearsal last week, and shout out to them because it was incredible, and I am thoroughly excited for this year.
Really excited for you
I
and
really
cannot
am.
wait to come see you. You've got to send us a schedule.
I'm going to broadcast the whole performance on here on Caregiver Crossing.
you should.
I'm going to make a fat head, the flat fat heads, and I'm going to of you, and I'm going to come to the show. But I might put joycehouse.org underneath it.
Yeah, good idea.
Or listen
It's
to
right.
Caregiver Crossing for
It's-
more with Noah.
Put a QR code on the back.
Yes.
That'll go right to the show.
Now do you have a vest? Don't they wear vests
We
and bow
do.
ties?
We have, there's two different outfits that I have to purchase, two tuxes. I'm going to look very nice.
You're
You
going
are
to look so
gonna look
nice.
so good.
You're going to have such a great part. This is going to be such a great part of your life. So
I'm so
congratulations.
excited. Thank you so much.
Because a lot of people auditioned for that. And congratulations.
Thank
Pretty
you.
cool.
Thank
Really
you.
Love it.
excited.
I'm so excited.
We'll keep you up to date as he goes around the state performing.
on his tour. I love it. Well,
Pretty
so,
cool.
so back to this. I want to talk more about this study. I want Noah to answer everything in song for here on out for the rest
love
of the
it.
show. But there was a study about stroke survivors regaining their speech. Who can tell me more about it? No one?
Noah.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. So strokes often leave survivors with aphasia. This makes it difficult for them to find or form words. It's sort of like they're talking about the topic, but maybe the sentences aren't coming out exactly right. And in this study, researchers worked with 19 different survivors who had this aphasia. Instead of the only traditional speech therapy, the participants joined group singing sessions for 4 months.
You could lead this. Go on.
I would love to. The big finding was that singing really, really helped these people to get their words back, especially when they sang familiar practice songs, which is kind of what we find with some of our guests at Joyce House, too.
Yes.
It's the best to
Yeah.
come here and you hear people singing.
Oh,
And
it's so beautiful.
I know it. But
And-
we've talked about that so many times
Oh,
about
people
the
just
music.
light
and
up. It's really
it's
incredible.
magic.
All right. So, what's a song that gets stuck in your heads,
Ooh.
friends?
Oh gosh, you know what? I don't want to think about it because then it'll get stuck in my head. I try to push that stuff out sometimes at night if I'm in.
I got
that
it. All right,
that
I got it.
song.
What is it?
I
What's
said
your
a hip,
song?
Hop.
A
The
hip,
hippie
a
to the
hip, a hop.
hippie, the hip, a hop, and you don't
That's a good
stop.
one.
You know it? Rapper's
That's a good
Delight
one.
by the
That is a
Sugar
good
Hill
one.
Yeah,
Gang.
that's a good one.
Oh, like 14 plus minutes gets rammed in my head.
Just that's a long
It is a
portion of
long
the song. Yeah.
song.
The one that just came to my head, the one that always gets stuck in my head. What is it called? Stuck in the middle with you.
Oh, yeah. There's some clapping.
Yeah. I can't remember, but that's a really great song.
The other one that gets stuck in
Clowns
my
to
head
the left of me,
and,
jokers to the right.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
and children's heads is "Shake It Off" by the great Taylor Swift. "Shake It Off" can get stuck in my head, and takes a while to get it out of there. I don't know what the cure is. How do we get that?
How do you get a
gone?
song
when it's-
out
when
of
it's
your
in
head?
there? I try
Well-
to switch gears and think of another song. I don't know.
I do. So sometimes when I get a song stuck in my head that maybe I don't feel like I should be singing, like from a God perspective for me, I then will make myself sing Amazing Grace. Because
that's
I'm
a
like,
good
oh, I
one.
shouldn't
That's
be
smart.
singing blank.
That's a good tip.
I try and do that.
I'm going to try
So,
that.
I mean, here's the deal. We talk a lot about how songs remain in our memory. And even a quick search on Google would tell you that it's because they engage and connect these various brain regions. And so it's auditory processing, it's emotion, it's memory formation. It literally just gets rammed into the depths of our memories. And we can remember songs when we're older from our childhood, often more than ones that we are hearing, on a regular
Brand new.
now,
Yeah.
Dementia or not. And so we've seen it here. Noah mentioned that it is really, really beautiful. And as caregivers, I really want to encourage you, play music
Always play music.
and set the tone with the music you're playing. You want somebody to be calm, put on some meditation music.
Right.
It might not work all the time, right? You want somebody to be happy, put on, Shake It Off. I mean, so you can dictate. We had somebody on the show years ago, Terry, that talked about how they set different lighting and different sounds throughout their home. And they would watch where their loved one gravitated. So if they loved
Love
Elvis, they
that.
would play Elvis in like one wing of the home or
Yeah.
one room of the home and have certain lighting in there. And then another area, they might play the meditation music. Very cool.
And see where your person gravitates.
See where they
towards.
go.
That's a
So-
really interesting experiment.
Yeah. Sing songs. My guy friends from high school, bless them, bless their hearts. They had this game that they would play. And I think you should do this with your loved ones, where they would start a song and then whoever started singing it out loud, it was kind of like, "Meh, you sang it."
Yeah.
But if we did that with our loved ones, like I
that's
do it
fun.
with kids in my life now. You just start singing something like, shake it off, shake it off. And then you stop and then somebody's going to pick it up.
Somebody has to. It's going to get stuck in their head from that
So-
moment on.
Try it with your loved one. Like, have fun with the
It's a
songs.
great idea. I love it.
Well, it's a cool study, and I think it's good for everybody.
And it really is. The brain scans showed greater activity in areas that support speech recovery. For caregivers, this really proves that music is more than background entertainment.
I don't know what background entertainment is.
Entertainment
Background.
is just different.
Sorry, it's
She just turned bright
I'm too
red.
easy.
it's time to go home.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, all right. So again, this matters for you. Singing together might not feel like therapy, but there's science behind it that shows that it can spark real progress in your life and bring you closer together. Create some playlists for your loved one. Create some playlists for you. And another time on this show, let's talk, not now. Create a playlist for your funeral.
Oh, yeah.
I have one on my Spotify. So does my
Is that
husband.
how we're going to end this? You're going to say, think about some music for your funeral.
I mean,
Yeah.
At my dad's funeral, we had the best playlist.
I
was
believe it.
Eminem, Frank Sinatra, Jay-Z,
Oh, that's great.
all his
It's
favorites.
great.
Did you have a dance off?
No, I wish we did. I wish everybody was dancing or singing together.
All right, we've got to go.
All right.
So thank you all for being here. And here is Noah Taylor to sing us out from today's Caregiver
There you
Crossing.
go.
Take it away, Noah.
Caregiver Crossing is supported by Cardon and Associates with 20 communities owned, operated, or managed in the Midwest and more than 40 years of senior living experience. Cardon and Associates provides residents with the best senior living options and personalized service. Until next time, take good care of each other.
Snap, snap.